aware of that. Carter's looked very solid today. He's had 5 half centuries in the 6 frames he's won. His safety's been good. He's played the percentage game and it's worked. Wu Yize, he did, of course, have that victory over Louis Heathcote 3-1, but then he drew with Robbie McGuigan, which is why he's only got 4 points. Just getting underway then, the big match next door. Ryan Day needing a win, and he's 40-0 in front against Pang Chungju in the first. So 2 big matches in progress here to discover the identity of our latest 2 group winners. It's a weird position though, Dominic, isn't it, from Ali's point of view? Needing a draw, he will, I guess, treat it like every other match, just try and win. That's the simplest.
Oh, you really must, Dave. Sometimes when you're playing for a draw, or that's in the back of your mind that all you need is a draw, that's probably normally what you get. Sometimes you play a top player in a match and you're thinking, can I be 2-2 at the interval? You might go 2-0 up, but you can bet your life you'll end up 2-2 at the interval. You must think positively at all times. Good start imperative, really, of course, for Wu Yize. But it is, of course, Ali Carter, as you say, just needs a draw. His first frame for both players is very, very important. Just having a look to see if he can get past the blue to the straightest red to the right corner. Either that he can't quite get through to it. And so to play a good safety here, that cue ball was near the bulk line. Oh, pretty good. Well, that wasn't a fluke. Ali Carter did have a look at those 2 reds. Very speculative plant, more of a shot to nothing really, guaranteeing the cue ball back towards the bulk cushion.
Ali Carter 1. Thank you.
Well, danger here for Wu Yize. The Reds fanned out to open play. Just see this one, he's not quite snookered on all of them. If he had been, he would have been in serious trouble. Nice little nudge. Not for Ali, for Wu Yize. And all these little things can affect things. Obviously, Wu Yize's got to win, so anything like that, he will take all day long.
That's about as good as Ali could have done there. It's a good safety shot. It's the potable red into the right corner of the red just above the black and the red that may have been potable. Normally in safety exchanges such as this, I'd expect the more experienced player in Ali Carter to come out on top, and he certainly has done. The red that I suggested Wu Yize may have taken on, Ali Carter certainly can. Plenty of room. And the reds to gain position for the blue or bulk colours.
Certainly if Carter were to take the opening frame, then he becomes a heavy favourite because, of course, then there's no latitude at all for his opponent.
And Ali Carter, like all the top players, very attacking break builders. They recognise the important reds to get out of the way.
6.
The one that's important for Ali to get rid of here is the one that's blocking that pocket for the black that's near the right corner. So was Ali's intention. Just needs to play one good positional shot. Can he get onto the black from here, I wonder? If he's straight enough on the red, he can.
Seven.
Just potted the black on the thick side. That's why he's not straight enough on the red
14.
now to hold for the black. But there is a little gap between the pink and the red just above it. Take the cue ball through for position on the blue. Delicate shot, but shouldn't trouble Ali.
What is troubling him is his logo. It's catching as he's queuing up there.
$15.
Completely mistimed that Ali. He's a good foot or more shorter position on the blue here, and the yellow and the brown are going to cause him a problem. He can certainly play down for a choice of reds here, but the path that he'd like to play the cue ball through is blocked. Play a slightly different positional shot to come back down the table. And again, he's short of pace. It's incredible how many times he just
20.
begins to fall out of position. See that position go further and further astray with every shot you play until you miss.
$21.
Yeah, a little awkward.
26.
In terms of breaks today, 50, 54, 63, 55, 65 from Carter, so he has been scoring nicely. And he's been really in control of himself as well.
27.
Hasn't really got frustrated at all. He's been very professional. He's been putting the work in. He said he's been practicing with Matt Sell ahead of this. Looking to have a really good season. He starts at 20th in the world, so he's just outside that elite top 16, making push towards it, I'm sure, will be one of his priorities.
$34. $35. $40.
Just the wrong side of the blue, so having to play this red from a little further away. caused Ali
41.
too much difficulty, but again, he's just overran slightly. May just focus on the pot on the black here, and he knows the key ball should be cannoning into other reds, which he can use as a stopper. Those 4 reds just above and to the right of the black, he should be guaranteed to be on one of them. Be happy enough with that.
48. 49.
Yeah, so this black then, as I say, for his 6th half century and the 7 frames that he hopes he will have won today, assuming he carries on here. Very, say, reliable rate of scoring. Also played good safety
56.
tactical stuff when he's had to keep his opponents out, trying to initiate chances.
57.
He knows this is the big match, of course, now, and if he wins this frame, as seems likely, he'll only need to win 1 more, and then that'll be that. He will be coming back for the last week.
He's a very classy player, Ali Carter. When you play him, always aware of how technically good he is. Very compact,
62.
very busy, bustling player, Ali Carter.
$63.
2 snookers needed as it stands, but this black surely removes any chance for Wu Yize in this frame. So it's even more stark now for the 18-year-old from China. He's got to win the last 3 frames to win the group. Ali Carter just needs 1 more. Oh, just
Ali Carter,
slightly
70.
overcut the red, so 70 the break. And it looks like Wu is going to play on.
One.
I can think of a lot of
8.
players that I wouldn't like to play in a situation like this. Possibly Mark Selby, John Higgins, but I don't think Ali Carter will feel particularly threatened by Wu Yize trying to come back into this frame, needing 3 snookers.
9. 16. 17.
I don't think Wu Yize will be playing position on this red. He'll want to leave the cue ball in a good position to try and get the snooker that he needs, because if he can somehow extract a free ball from it, 1 snooker would enable him to tie if he were to take a colour as a free ball, followed by the black. Key thing here, if you're trying to get a free ball from an opponent when laying
24.
a snooker, is to try and get the red, or the object ball in this case being the red, as close as possible to a colour. If your opponent fails to escape from the snooker,
Wu Yize,
there's a
24.
chance he will get a free ball, and I think Wu Yize has played a very good shot there. Red is fairly close to the black. And here comes the table comprehensively snookered behind the yellow, so a bit of a problem here, but Ali's far too experienced to leave a free ball from a position like this, I feel.
Well,
Yize 7.
he's hit the black, so suddenly gets a little bit more serious. 40 in it, 35 on. Oh dear, that is a big chance missed. So Carter can just focus on purely trying to pop this red, and then we're into frame 2. Well, if only it were that simple.
Maybe a chance here to play the red off the top cushion towards the pink, get the cue ball in behind the black. It could cause Ali a few difficulties. Oh, other shots to play, of course, but simplest snookers are sometimes the best. A more complicated shot to get the cue ball in behind yellow and brown. It's a very good effort. Oh, the nudge from the yellow. Just look at how favourably that's worked out for Wu Yize. And this is a very tough snooker to escape from.
Yeah, good hit.
Decided to try and attempt the 2 snookers that are still required. He knows that yellow's in a very good position there. He can get onto the yellow. Snookering in behind the brown shouldn't be a problem, but that won't be easy from the black. Lots of power required. That's not ideal.
8.
On the yellow to pot it, but to get the snooker, or a good snooker at least, won't be easy from here. And stunning behind the brown, but I don't think the snooker will be difficult enough.
Ten.
I think he's changed his plan again here, Wu Yize. He's decided to pot yellow, green and brown so that one snooker on the blue would enable him to tie the frame.
$17.
Of course, one snooker on the pink would enable him to be able to win the frame by a single point. Consider that. Nope. This cue ball to slow down. Oh, that's a very, very, very good shot from Wu Yize. Perfect judgment of pace. Again, not an easy snooker to escape from.
No, he could go around the back of it. Oh, he's hit it well. He's hit it well, but he's being put through it here, isn't he, Ali Carter? I mean, he could have wrapped the frame up, of course, when he was initially in on 70, but even after that, he had the red to the left centre, which stayed out. Wu Yize showing a side to his game that we didn't really see earlier today when it was all out attack. So, another chance to put the frame away once and for all. Be relieved, I think,
in the frame. Ali Carter.
because Wu Yize was putting him through it. But Ali Carter has won the frame, and he needs just one more now Ali Carter leads Wu Yize 1-0. He needs one more frame and he's won this group. And on table 2, Pang Zhongzhu is in the same position. He's 1-0 up on Ryan
Second
Day.
frame.
So
Wu Yize
Pang
to-
wins a second frame. He is the group winner there. So Wu Yize knows he's got to win the last 3 frames to be coming back for the last week, where of course the money goes up. If you win the title, it's 20,000 plus the money you've won along the way, so a total of 33, and they translate as well to ranking points. So someone is going to have a really good start to the season. And it's a difficult event to win this. You've got to play a total of 10 matches, and you would have to win most of them. You could maybe draw the odd one, but basically got to win most of them. That's what Dave Gilbert did last year.
That was a lot of check side on the cue ball to try and get the cue ball down this right hand side of the table, and in the end, now that red has finished near the left hand corner pocket. I think it's snookered by the green. Ali knows he can't leave that red there. He's got to move it somehow or pot it. Found a plant. Oh, but it's wobbled and it hasn't gone in. I can't believe it.
No, I think he felt it might be a big pocket actually. You know, pop the red off the red by the pocket, but in fact, it looked like it might go in clean. It didn't go in at all. Oh dear. Could be trouble.
Well, let's have a look at this again. Okay, I think he was trying to pot the red that was actually closest to the pocket. He felt he could just get past that red. Contacted it.
One.
Who knows, the cue ball could have just drifted offline a fraction playing it at that speed. Full length of the table, it's easily possible for that to happen. That wasn't the best positional shot from Ali. He's faced with a very testing blue here.
Ali Carter 1.
Ordinarily, I'd probably fancy Ali to pop that blue, but when you're faced with the disappointment, knowing he should have been on something easier, makes the pot all the more difficult.
One.
Just while Wu Yize studies this, just to say next week we've got some real big hitters taking part. Stuart Bingham headlines this table on Monday. Hossein Vafai, the shootout champion, will be on table 2. Tuesday we've got Judd Trump on the main table, Sean Murphy on table 2. Wednesday, Dave Gilbert, the aforementioned defending champion, and also Jordan Brown. Jimmy White will be in action. Also on Wednesday, Mark Allen and Jack Lazowski are the headline acts on the respective tables on Thursday. A few of the top players did ask to come in later on. That's why, for example, Trump and Murphy are playing on the same day. And Matchroom have done their best to try and accommodate the various requests. So, yeah, next week's going to be a big one as we have the final 32 for the final phase starting the week July the 25th.
6.
A couple of those big names haven't managed to qualify for the latter half of this event. Mentioned 2 of them, Kyron Wilson, Mark Selby no less, didn't manage to qualify from their respective groups. Easy first match, first tournament of the season. Players can be a little rusty. Players are later starters than others.
Yes, Mark Selby actually I thought played pretty well, but Ben Wollaston was inspired
12.
in that group, and was Kyron. He was in a group where there were 5 draws. The only player to win a match was Michael Judge, so he won the group. Draw is no use to Wu Yize, of course. You've got to win this match.
13.
Very tricky break to make this with the blue, pink and black all in slightly awkward positions. Pink will be possible into this left corner once this red is removed.
Seventeen.
I wonder if he's straight enough on this red to drop it in for the pink. Pocket weight, yes he could.
23.
Is he controlled? But just needs a good positional shot here to his next red.
Wu Yize was named Rookie of the Year at the World Snooker Awards. It wasn't an actual award ceremony, but he did get a trophy.
30.
Got the last 32 of 3 ranking events last season, including the UK Championship, which is a big money tournament and of course a very prestigious one. And now it's about trying to move forward this season and end it in the top 64 and therefore keep his tour card. So this event, of course, whatever he can earn from it is going to help in that effort.
35.
From the little I've seen of Wu Yize, I think he's very well deserving of that accolade. Very capable player. A teenager. Heavily holding the pink spot with the cue ball. Him to play for the red just
42.
to the right of the black. Just one positional shot away here, I feel, from winning this frame from here. Self an angle on the black, as you can see from that camera shot there. It doesn't appear that there are any loose reds to play for. Now, the middle red of that little group of reds there, if he can stun into that, he has done. It was guaranteed to be on a choice of reds, and he's played it beautifully.
50.
Yeah, so what a great chance now to close the frame out and keep the dream alive.
51.
Still winning this group. Been a very impressive effort, this. Well, not quite getting
58.
hot under the collar there, but He suspects that the frame has gone.
59.
And put it this way, if Wu Yize wins the next one, then it really is on a knife edge, because it'll all come down to the last frame.
$66. $67.
Really does walk around the table at lightning pace. Wu Yize. Tall man. Very quick player as well. About 19 seconds per shot played.
72.
Of course, when he's in
73.
scoring mode like this, he's a lot quicker than that.
$80. $81. $86.
Did make a 77 in his match earlier against Robbie McGuigan. But this is a
87.
much more timely break, considering the position in the match, the position in the group. Just showing Ali Carter that he's going to fight hard for this.
$93. $95. $98.
Superb effort.
102.
Came into the frame knowing he needed to win all three frames that remain, and this is just the best possible start to that.
107.
Look at that, he hasn't moved from blue to pink. Oh, this has been fabulous.
113.
If he keeps this up, it could well be his night.
120.
A clearance of
Wu Yize.
120 from Wu Yize. He needs to win the last two frames, but what a fantastic break that was. He's all square at one each. So Wu Yize, very impressive clearance of 120 to level up at one each with Ali Carter. Carter needs one of the remaining two frames. Wu Yize needs them both. So as I say, if Wu Yize can win the next frame, then the whole group will come down to the last.
wasn't the best break-off shot from Ali Carter. He actually struck the wrong red first, and he was lucky to hide that red that could have been available into the left centre. Wu Yize's heart must have been in his mouth. He knew he was going to double kiss that red there. Could have left Ali a very simple starter, but as it is, they have left one to the left centre. Oh, and it's gone in. Great chance now for Ali Carter. A great break builder. Tries to form a world finalist. Can he win this frame that he craves? Took a risk, opened a few reds. Well, I have to say that's very, very unfortunate. Played the positive shot there, Ali Carter.
8.
Just look at this little series of cannons that have gone wrong for him. Screwed through the pack of reds, cannoned that red there and lodged up against another. Okay, I think he still has a red that he could take on, but it's difficult.
Nine.
Well, he's such a determined character, Carter, and he sensed a chance here to go for the jugular. Or at least he would do if that fly left him alone. Been saying all day, but it's always been an event he's enjoyed, right back to the Crondon Park days when he only lived about 15 minutes away from the venue. Yeah, now, don't get in his way at the moment. In the mood to put you away. Yeah.
14.
He's got it.
I don't think you'd make a very good entomologist, Ali.
Well, you know, if you're going to land on him, then you kind of ask him for that, aren't you?
Yeah.
And he's in the box seat now, is Ali Carter. Reds are beautifully positioned from his point of view now. Black in open play, I think is probably available. Every chance to win this frame and guarantee success and victory. This group.
$27.
Yeah, and if he does win the group, then he will come back
28.
on the 27th of July for a group that includes Ronnie O'Sullivan and Yuan Sijun, and also the winner of the group on table 2 at the moment. So O'Sullivan-Carter, that's always an interesting clash.
35. $36.
Just a little straight on the black than he wanted to be here, Ali. Powered that cue ball through, just probably potted the black into the thinner part of the pocket to create a touch more
43.
angle. Rude success rallies, managed to get around the back of that red. And now just drop in with the rest. Just have a look at the configuration of that little group of 6 reds below the pink there to see if they may split advantageously for him.
$44.
two shots Ali could play here. If the pink pots into the left corner, he could stun into the loose red just to the right of those 6 and knock it on towards the right corner. Doing so, it would free up a red at the bottom of that group of 6 into the left corner. Oh, I never like that run through cannon. It's one of those cannons that always looks as though it will work out for you, but very rarely does.
$50. Ali Carter, 50.
So, just lost his way slightly and has missed that red. 50 is a good lead, but still plenty on. Could have been it there, could have been his group. One each, by the way, Ryan Day and Pang Zhongzhu. So again, Ryan Day is in the position Wu Yize is in. He's got to win that match. You can see there they're just underway in frame 3. He's got to win. Pang needs one more frame. So both groups on a knife edge.
On table 1 here, Ali will be ruining the fact now that he went into that little group of reds because he's opened them up for his opponent. So if Wu Yize were to get an opportunity, a lot less work for him to do now. Bump of the jaw there of the centre pocket. But of course a big problem for Wu Yize there. Almost left Ali a red to the left corner. Slightly hampered now by the brown.
All these little kisses and nudges all stack up, and that was a nice one for Carter, and it's a head scratcher for Wu Yize. I mean, this is trouble, isn't it? It's 50 behind. Carter has any sort of sniff at a red, that's probably it.
I have to agree, Dave. That could be, Ali's point of view, a match winner. Doesn't guarantee he'll win the match. He could only take a 2-1 lead, but that's all he needs. How do you get this safe? Somehow, Yize needs to try to rest against the red near this left corner, but how does he get there? Too much congestion. Two cushion glancing escape has to be the answer. There are 2 reds he could try to just glance off. The one that's just below the pink spot. The red that's closest to the blue in open play, but he has to play it well. Mistake here. End this frame very quickly. Too thick. And he's left the red.
So Ali Carter gets his chance to bring this home. He should have been very consistent today. He's had those 5 half-century breaks.
One.
And you can see, and listen, it's true of any player, but you can always see with Ali, he really wants it. He wants to start the season well. His aim today was to come here and win this group. Play well, yes, but win the group and have that carrot dangling that he comes back for Winners' Week with a chance to progress and maybe even win the tournament. Oof, wow, that was very close to ending off. Oh, yeah. What's he on here?
Yes, the rebound from the pocket draw there has caused a problem. Ali would have been on the red closest to this left corner. He can still cut a red into the left centre. It's a very thin one, though. Absolutely no guarantee at all of position. You can see that those four reds in our foreground are all blocking one another there. Oh, good pot. Very good pot, and a rather fortuitous kiss. Ali be very pleased with it. Not nicely on the blue, however, but I was going to say he's on the pink, but he's not really. Be hampered by the blue. First glance, I thought he was okay, but it's not quite so nice as I thought. Furthermore, that pink could cause him a problem. He needs to avoid fouling it, of course. May have to play this blue with the rest in the end.
Well, again, that logo is...
If it sticks to the cue, take it off.
Sorry?
If it sticks to the cue, take it
Yeah,
off.
it's keep sticking to the cue.
Yeah, it's sticking to his cue, so he's just moved it for this shot.
The thing that concerns me, Dave, just look how long Ali's bridge here is. It must be 3 feet.
You can't have them stuck up like that, just take it off.
Yeah, it's becoming harder and harder to continue here.
12.
Well, he's not on the red that's nearest the pocket. Was his intention. I don't think he should be trying to continue the break here. Or is he trying to swerve around the red to cut it in? Oh, he's done it.
13.
Well, I didn't think he had a chance of attempting that red, but he could just swerve around that other red, and, well, the break continues, and he's 63 ahead now, so any colour will do, Ali.
Yeah, this is effectively to win the group, this pink. Well, he's fought so hard today, and as I say, you've seen just how much he wants to win this group. Not
19.
quite there yet, because it's one snooker required, and we know Wu Yize obviously has to give it a go, but Carter has put in an enormous effort here, and he looks like he's going to be rewarded.
Ali Carter, 19.
69 the lead, a possible 67 on, and he's got him snookered. So Carter holding all the aces.
No one interested viewer is Ricky Walder no less. Wondering when he's playing next. He's playing on the 28th, Group G. Just ask me.
Well, oh.
One.
Well, I suppose the best chance is if he pots it rather than Ali Carter gets a chance to. If you can knock a colour in, you never know. Extraordinary fluke, actually. It was that last kiss, wasn't it, that knocked it in. So he's not quite down and out yet.
Five.
We're potting the brown. He's 64 points in arrears, just 59 remain, so 2 snookers required now, which is certainly not out of the question.
Wu Yize. 5.
So, one good pot and you fancy the frame is over. And of course they will play the last frame, but can't affect the group standings. And there it is. Yeah, he's worked hard for this as Ali Carter, and he's got the reward he was looking for, which is victory in the group. Wu Yize is going to finish in 2nd place.
Ali Carter 1 and a frame.
So Ali Carter has got the 2 frames he needed, and whatever happens in the last frame, he is the group winner. So 2-1. I wonder what sort of frame this will be, because Ali Carter has been confirmed as group winner, so this may be a rather quick frame. We'll see.
Frame 4. Wu Yize to break.
Wu Yize will be 2nd regardless. Still one each Ryan Day, Pang Zhongzhu, so that group is in the balance. Day needs to win, Pang can afford a draw. Already a very attacking defensive shot, opening the Reds up.
One.
What a pot. I suppose he's relaxed now, but even so. We've seen a lot from him today that suggests he's going to be one to watch this season. And indeed for years to come. He's only 18 after all.
Yellow ball. Wu Yize 1.
Can't blame him for taking that on. As I say, the frame has no real significance.
pressure on the practice table. Ali Carter would expect to clear most of these balls from here.
6.
I'll presume that the black is available into the left corner. Certainly make things easier for him. The pink is out of commission, it would appear, for now.
Seven.
I think Ali Carter was just trying to
14.
cannon into the red there. That's just the left red of the two together. This right corner, just to free them both. It's the cannon, however.
Ali Carter, 14.
She thought that red would pot into the left corner, but didn't.
Yes.
Here we go. Calling all pockets.
Hang on.
Not quite.
Now, if you're just tuning in and you think Ali Carter's lost his mind, he's won this group, all right? So, didn't really matter there playing that shot. He nearly got one.
1.
Oh, and sometimes when a player does that, can cause other issues within a group. If a player such as Wu Yize here were to clear up, he could affect the group standings, but in this particular instance it can't. Yize is guaranteed second, Carter first.
7.
Nothing else will matter or change.
Eight.
We will, after this match, be going over to table 2 to see the end of that very interesting match between Ryan Day and Pang Zhengzhou. It's still 1 each. That will decide the group. And then, of course, we're back on Monday for the final week of the first phase. In between, by the way, there's snooker here.
14.
The European Masters qualifiers. Dominic Dale will be in action tomorrow afternoon.
Yes, looking forward to that one.
19.
Yeah, they won't be playing, of course, on these tables. They'll be playing on the star tables. They've been erected in a separate part of the arena.
It's a good point, Dave, because they do play slightly differently. I feel the pocket sizes are fractionally different. Star tables
26.
generally are just a touch tighter than these Rasson tables. Just fractions in it, but just enough to be noticed.
27. $29. 30. 36. 37.
to focus predominantly on the pink because the black is out of commission.
43.
I wonder if the red that's just next to the black will pot into this left corner.
44.
Could find out here because Wu Yize has a perfect angle to screw back for it. No, it does pot, so that will free the black into both of its corners shortly.
50.
Well,
51.
when the pressure's off, it's just the easiest game in the world, isn't it? And Wu Yize showing his talent here. He's had a good day. He's played some good stuff. It was that draw against Robbie McGuigan that set him back because it meant he had to win this match. And
58.
it's going to end, it seems, in a draw. Finally, Ali Carter got the job done in the last frame. We'll see him again in a couple of weeks
59.
as he hopes to extend this good start to the season into phase 3, which of course is the last day, the last two groups, the winner of each play in the eventual final. But this £2,000 and ranking
65.
points that Wu Yize has earned will help him on his way to keeping his tour card at the end of the season, getting in that top 64. And let's hope he does, because young talent like him is what the game's all about.
$73. 74.
Let's finish with a century, why not?
Wu Yize is a typical player of the modern era.
81.
Attacking, fluent, pretty quick as well. One of the days the top stars
83.
playing shots at average probably 25 or 30 seconds or so. Top players of today to be averaging less than
86.
20 seconds.
Yeah, he's just under 19 actually for this match.
90. $95.
So, pink to finish with a century. Lovely break from Wu Yize,
101.
but of course he needed to win the match. And it's Ali Carter who will be the happier of the two, because
101
he's
in
won
the
the group.
frame. Wu Yize.
101 from Wu Yize to complete this group. It is Ali Carter with a thumbs up, who will be coming back for Winners' Week, and we will be hearing from Ali very shortly. That's just to confirm how it all finished. Ali Carter finished